Hey everybody, Sonic CD. I don't like this game. Anyway,
Great intro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so just like Sonic 1 and 2, I'm playing the Christian Whitehead version. But this one, unlike Sonic 1 and 2, was actually ported to consoles and PC. I'm playing the PC version here. Why did they port the one I don't like? I'm still holding my controller from earlier. Why?
I played this on mobile because I had my Kindle Fire tablet and it was like free on the Amazon store at the time. But I tried it once and like all the bumpers and stuff, I just got immediately turned off with this game. And I was just
Yeah,
like,
that's my main issue. Okay, before we talk any more about that, this is an intro animation that was animated by Toei, which I believe are the same guys behind Dragon Ball, and I love how Sonic looks here. It's my favorite Sonic design ever, and I love how they brought it back. My one issue with this intro, in the Christian Whitehead version, instead of keeping it 4:3, they cropped it. Why? I hate cropping. Never do that. But aside from that, this intro is incredible. The song that plays, Sonic Boom, oh my god. It's so good. Too bad I don't like the game. I'll get into why later.
We're actually getting the better version of this, not the whatever Sega CD version.
Yeah, the original Sega CD version was at like 5 frames per second. It was in a tiny window.
Yeah, it looked
I don't know
awful.
why they bothered having animation this good when they knew that was going to be the final product. But hey, it worked out eventually because we got this. Anyway, the story of this game is once every so often, this planet comes close to Sonic's planet called Little Planet, and Eggman intends on chaining it up and like harnessing his power for whatever, and Sonic has to stop him by doing time travel and stuff. The end.
Cool.
I like how this game started the trend for the whole like cinematic intro, the whole Sonic series.
Yeah, and it's a really good intro. It's one of my favorites in the series. I'd say it's rivaled only by Unleashed and
Oh yeah, Unleashed is like straight up like a Pixar movie. The
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah, we've never gotten CG that good since. Okay, so what I'm doing right here is time travel. If you go past one of the signposts and maintain speed a while after, you time travel to the past or present. It depends on what signpost you hit. And the reason you want to go to the past is because you can find a robot generator, and that's not a robot generator, that's something else. And if you destroy both of them in both Act 1 and 2, you get the good future of that specific zone. That is how you get the good ending, or alternatively, you can get the time stones. I end up getting the time stones, but I do show up all the robot generators up until I get all the time stones. I have a lot of complaints with the time travel system, but for now I'll just say you can go to the future and it's completely pointless. Never do that. If you're in the present here, you'll see the debut of Amy Rose. She's a little pink fangirl hedgehog thing that loves Sonic. She had these tarot cards that told her if she went to Little Planet in this specific spot, she'll meet the love of her life, and that started this obsession of hers, I guess. Anyway, this is a special stage. I'm talking a
I do
lot.
have to say the music is really good.
Oh, I'll get more into the music later. It's just a lot to talk about with that.
I know there's like the whole Japanese and like US differences.
I'll get into that later and like talk about my opinions on that. But for now, I just want to say this: these special stages, you're in this like 3D environment, and your goal is to destroy all the UFOs. And if you do that, you get a time stone. There are 7 in the game. I think I said 6 earlier. I lied. I'm sorry. There are 7. And you don't turn super or anything. You just get the good ending if you get all of them. So yeah, there's 2 different ways to get the good ending. Those special stages are really annoying though, because Sonic controls very rarely. The original game had a very bad frame rate, so they're a lot easier here at least.
I'm sorry, I just remember playing this song on Sonic Generations over the it was the Chaos fight, I think it was. And
I personally like playing A New Venture La La over that. It is hilarious to me.
Or what was that song for Amy from Sonic Adventure?
My Sweet Passion. Yeah. Okay, so one mistake I keep on doing is I keep on doing the super peel out, which is like the best way to gain speed immediately in this game after I hit one of those signposts. Don't do that, because if you go too fast, it actually makes traveling in time much harder, because you'll have to maneuver past more obstacles if you do that, because you're going faster. I don't learn that this playthrough because I don't play this game very much. Any skill you see in this game is skill that carried over from the other games. I do not know this well. In fact, I used a YouTube walkthrough to find all the what are they called? Robot generators. And then I also restarted a lot of the special stages, so this is not as clean of a run as I make it out to be. I did a lot of editing. I'm sorry, there was a lot of talking, a lot of things to explain.
I was gonna say, Jacob, what's your
Yeah, so you guys are giving your side of it. I like the concept of the time shift mechanic. I've only played this game through the Gems collection on GameCube, which I guess is the PC port of this game. I don't like the loading screens for it. It kind of kills the pacing for me, so I never liked the whole switching between the past and future. And the special stages that we were just showing off. Like Brendan said, the controls are a little weird. I never really liked those either. So I mean, I like the ideas of like this game tries to do, but I never really liked the execution of any of them.
Yeah.
I've already mentioned a couple times I don't like this game. I haven't really gotten into why. I just think the level design's really annoying. That doesn't really show up too much in Palm. That doesn't really show up too much in Palm Tree Panic, but starting with Collision Chaos, which is the second zone. By the way, don't go in the water. You lose time incredibly fast. Like 1 second translates to losing 10 seconds.
This looks
so,
pretty
yeah.
though, at least.
Yeah.
Right.
We even mentioned this. This wasn't the Sega CD. It was add-on for the Genesis, which is how it had a full animated cutscene. It looked much worse than the original game. Just wanted to remind everyone. Sonic's peoples are massive.
You like the 240p FMVs?
5 frames per second, yeah.
So there are time zones in this one, not Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah. The only difference is you can't turn super.
So they're more lame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this was okay. Okay, so this was made after, like, this was released after Sonic 2, so Super Sonic was established. But the development of Sonic 1 and 2, 2 and CD, were, it was weird. They were both originally the same game. They were split off into 2. So because of that, this is like a half sequel to Sonic 1. So a lot of mechanics from Sonic 2 aren't in this, like Super Sonic, the pinball physics of 2, and even the spin dash. What you're seeing here is that's the Sonic 2 spin dash, but the mobile port added the Sonic 2 spin dash. The original game, you actually had to rev it up for like a full second before you can do anything. Wait for the camera to slowly pan over to the right. Thank you, port, for adding the Sonic 2 spin dash, because I hated that.
That boss is so nothing we didn't even mention.
I was gonna say, that was so quick.
Oh yeah, the bosses in this game, except for Collision Chaos's boss, are like, I get them over with really quickly.
Yeah, Amy's in this game, forgot.
Yeah, and all the classic games, she's basically a pink Sonic. Okay, so I haven't talked about the music much. This game has 2 different soundtracks. There's the Japanese soundtrack and the American soundtrack. I'm mostly playing with the Japanese soundtrack. I say mostly because I had Sonic Boom in the opening, and that is much better than You Can Do Anything. I'm sorry, it's just the objective fact. You Can Do Anything, I like the melody a lot, but like the lyrics are really dumb. They remind me of that one nursery rhyme song for little kids, 1, 2, buckle your shoe, 3, 4, pick up the floor.
Oh.
I'm gonna find the lyrics on the internet right now, so you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm interested to hear this. Because now I'm trying to imagine what is Sonic song that sounds like that? That's...
So here they purposely designed it to make it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I like that. But like at the same time, you can get stuck in it, and then it's like really annoying.
Yeah, there's a ton of parts where bumpers or springs or whatever are intentionally placed in really annoying spots. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about. These are the first few lyrics. 10-10, here we go again. 9-9, don't fall behind. 8-8, say don't be late. You see what I mean? Like it's rhyming numbers with words.
Yeah, that is kind of like a nice hearing.
Okay, so I'm not actually that big on either soundtracks, if I'm being honest. The Japanese soundtrack has a couple songs I like, including this one, actually. Specifically the present version. I think it's kind of catchy, not huge on it, but yeah, this sucks.
I like that background. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, graphically this game looks amazing, I think.
I was gonna say the art style is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a much more vibrant take on Sonic 1. Because like all the zones in this game are basically just much more colorful versions of Sonic 1 zones. Like this one's a lot like Spring Yard Zone, or Metallic Madness is basically I almost said Death Egg. Wow, I'm sorry. That's not the right zone.
Notice like it's Sonic 1 as well. We get to jump into the ring at the end of the zone.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things take from Sonic 1.
This is kind of cool too.
I meant to say Scrap Ring, by the way. There we go. I don't recommend getting the blue UFOs too quickly because they speed Sonic up and make him way more uncontrollable. There's a lot of reasons why I can't. I mean, I can kind of do these in one go. I did that before. One day, because I know I was going to have to do it eventually for a review, I sat down and just practiced Sonic CD and got to a point where I can beat all the special stages in one try. But that was a while ago, so I was kind of rusty while recording this. So I had to like take advantage of the fact you can just restart the special stages at any point. In this version, I mean.
That's good, actually. This little listening.
Yeah, the reason you can do that is because the special stage, like, it saves right before it starts. So if you happen to be, like, just about to fail, you can just exit the game and come back in, like, reload your file, and there you go.
Oh, I forgot. This game had Sonic, like, voice acting. There's, like, bits
Yeah,
and
he just
pieces.
says, yes, and I'm out of here. If he stands still for 2 minutes, Sonic kills himself. Instant game over. I'm not joking. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. This is like exactly what I mean when I say Sonic CD has really annoying level design. I didn't show off very well because I got really lucky, but there's been plenty of times where I was stuck there for like 30 seconds.
It's kind of cool how you destroy the enemy and it turns into like a little flower.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about this game. Other games, Badniks, are powered by animals. This game, they're powered by flowers. I don't know what's up with
Didn't
that.
we just
I don't
see
know
that
if
level
it's.
design? Like, did they reuse some of that?
It's just a small chunk. I'm pretty sure even the Genesis games did that. I mean, the other Genesis games.
Hey Sonic, look! I switched to eco-friendly energy. I mean, I didn't hurt the animals anymore, so... Will you leave me
Hey,
alone?
flowers have feelings too, Egghead! I could never win with you!
I don't have a Sonic impression, so I'm not even gonna try. You guys go ahead.
I've never heard you do a Sonic impression. I demand you do it now for the internet.
No. I'll take a hard
Embarrass
pass on
yourself.
that.
Do it.
I didn't go into voice acting for a reason.
Oh, I didn't either. I'm awful at voice acting. Well, I love how that was there specifically just to launch you back up. That's cool, fun level design.
What even is this?
Cool, fun level design. Didn't you just hear what I said?
It kind of reminds me
this
about
is
Maverick
totally
Zone in
tubular.
Sonic 1, where you just have to break those blocks.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's Maverick Zone. Oh, it's not nearly as tedious.
You mean those blocks that collapse when you stand on them?
You have to like jump onto them, yeah, and they break.
Oh. Okay, well that's used multiple times in the game, so
Okay.
just saying.
Alright. I gave an example. I'm technically correct. Am I supposed to list out every example of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just random, like, what?
How dare you forget Marble Zone's use of it?
No, it's Marble Zone.
Have you not learned? Yeah.
Also, this game uses Sonic 1 sprite. It's the only game to reuse Sonic 1 sprite. I mean, mainline. I guess Sonic 4 had that as a loading icon. You know what I mean?
So, if you get all the time stones, then what's the point of getting all the good futures, like, for each act?
There isn't. There's just two different methods to get the good future. I'm only showing off the robot generators for the sake of showing them off.
I'm really liking this like special zone artwork though. Like each one's unique. I'm really digging it.
I like
This
how it's like
background
the
is
city
really
background.
nice.
Yeah.
I think this background is used in a Sonic ROM hack called Sonic Mega Mix. It's like the biggest, most well-known Sonic hack out there.
I know it's kind of off topic, but have you guys seen that Ghost of Tsushima gameplay?
I know I recently had a state of play, but I didn't watch it because I honestly just don't care.
It actually looks really nice. But anyway.
This looks frustrating.
It is. Okay, I didn't know this until very recently, as in like 2 days ago, but you can apparently slow Sonic down by holding back in the D-pad. I really wish I knew that.
Well, anyway, the reason why I brought it up is because, like, a lot of games are starting to focus on, like, environment detail again. And, like, I don't know. I thought it was relevant.
I feel like Sonic is a different shade of blue in these levels.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Because he's a much more lighter blue here, while, like, he's more of, like, a, I guess, purplish blue in the actual game. Oh, I didn't even bring this up. You might have noticed this when I was loading up a save file, but in this version of the game, you actually have an option to play as Tails. I've never done that because I don't like this game enough to play it again.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
thanks.
that's... Alright, so welcome to the worst boss fight in the Genesis, well, any of the classic games. I hate this, and I'm here for like a full 5 minutes.
Man, Eggman has some funky beats in his boss strings this time.
The American version, for some reason, is just evil laughter. It's not even a song.
Does Eggman have a voice acting?
No, that's part of the song.
Okay.
Sonic is the only one with a voice in this game. Even though he only has 2 lines.
This looks super annoying.
Yeah, it is. I hate this. I desperately want the 1-up.
Gotta watch that number go
Did he
up.
say fantastic when he clicked the one-up?
Wait, what did you say?
I thought he said like fantastic or something when he
No,
clicked the one-up.
he said yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh my god.
jeez.
There we go. I got really lucky there. I launched straight up. Sometimes, I was exaggerating, I said I was there for 5 minutes, but sometimes I actually am. Oh, fun fact, you can see a little bit of Sonic's planet in the sky. That's because we're on a little planet and it's just really close to the main planet. That's a touch I really like. Anyway, that's the end of part 1. See you in part 2.
Woo!
Woo!
Bye.
Insert Sonic Unleashed woo. Anyway, bye.
Bye.